Today we are going to talk about Peardeck. It is a great tool to build interactive slides to get students involved, no matter you are on asynchronous or synchronous learning. First, let's see how can you get Peardeck. So if you go to Google Slide, click Add-ons, and click Get Add-ons. You can see Peardeck here. If it's not here, you can just search Peardeck. And you can click on Peardeck and click Installed. So it will be automatically add to your Google Slides. It's a Google Slide add-on. Second, I want to tell you there are two versions. One is free, another is paid. Free version give you instructor-paced activities. Paid version give you student-paced activities. Instructor-paced activities is already great enough to lock the slides, let students go through the lesson with yourself from their own devices. If you have a need for the paid version, you can reach out to the tech department to talk more about it. So what are some benefits of Peardeck? First, it shows students' response anonymously on the project. Second, every single student can participate from their own devices. Third, it shows students that their ideas matters and they can learn from each other. Also, it gives teacher great control and feedback on how each student is learning and processing the class. How to build a lesson in Peardeck? First, you can click on Add-ons and then click on Open Peardeck Add-on. Peardeck has already some built templates, so let's go to their template library. They have categories as beginning, during, or end of lessons, or learning development from critical thinking to social emotional learning, all based on subject areas. Let's take a look during the lesson. So if I want to ask students a true or false question, I can click on the slide. It will automatically add the slide to your own slides. So is this statement true or false? You can change the statement to your own questions. For example, China has more than 50 minority groups. Apparently I cannot type. Alright. Then students can drop a dot, draw on the true or false, and you can see how many people voted true or false. What if you want more elaborated questions? Let's look at another question. Students, it's time to stop and start thinking about this. So if you are a math teacher or science teacher, you can think about, okay, what's the step one of process of solving an equation? Step 1, step 2, step 3. So students, if it's a textbook, students will need to type their answers on their own devices. So let's go back. Same idea. In end of lessons, it has a drawing slides or text slides, like in 1 minute, write the most important thing from today's lesson. Or just doing a quick check. How are you feeling right now? Pretend your friend was absent from today's class. What would you tell him or her, right? So you get an idea how to insert quick and easy Peardeck slides. You might have a question, how do I show these to students? So for example, you want to carry out a lesson, you can just click Start Lesson. Click Instructor Paced Activity. It is generating a code for the student to show and get the interactive slides on their own devices. So it was very clear. You can project it on Zoom or a big screen for students. So join pd.com, and the student just need to put in the code MBUIM. Since on student side, it will show a student version with all these interactive slides. They can type in, draw, or write their answers. Let's take a look at how it will look like on 3 different dimensions. So you will have a student view. Students see each single slide is a question or a drawing. And as a teacher, you can see every single student's answer on your laptop or Chromebook or iPad with their names on it. And if you choose to present their answers on the big project after you give them like a minute for them to finish this question, it will show them like 1 student picked choice 1, 4 students picked choice 3, and all these answers has no names on it. So students feel safe to voice their opinions or typing their answers. They won't get judged. A little bit more into student view. So student will get like a template. If you can draw a template for yourself or just grab a slide. They need to like type in their answers for their own view or another student's view. They can draw like the planet that comes after Jupiter, depends on what question you ask. Or they can type in answers like what are you hoping to clarify in today's lesson. From the teacher's view, you can see each student's answer with their names on it. And you can even see the process when they are typing it, what's the next word popping up. It's like real time. And if you click lock, students cannot move on their device with their own pace. So it gives you a control, make sure every student is with you on the same pace. If you unlock, they can go back and forth to see different slides when some students want to get ahead or want to review back. And if you click project, you can project students' answer on the big board without their names showing up, so they can see each other's answer, and it's like, even if the student gets wrong, he or she will be like, oh, that's why I get wrong, and no one will know it's him or her. If you want to get more idea in the pedagogy for online learning, there is a longer half-an-hour webinar presented by Peardeck in this spring to dig deeper in how to use different functions. 好的，谢谢，再见。